Yes, people. What is happening? Welcome to Saeed TV.
It's baking out here.
It's baking. It's hot, man. It's
We're
hot.
baking. We're baking.
Towel.
We're baking.
We're nice and cool, but you know what, man? Nuruddin,
Let me
how
show
are
you.
you?
Let me show the straight jacket, massive. How we get down? You ready?
Yeah.
Mad.
Aye, listen.
You know.
Big up to everybody who's here, man. Make sure people you stay hydrated, man. I got 3 bottles here, man. We're staying hydrated, people. You know how key it is. It is warm out there. Let me just tell you my story, my morning, Nuruddin. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go early gym. I left the house around about, I think it was 9, 10 o'clock this morning. I thought, you know, it'd be a nice cool breeze. I go walk out. I'm on Oxford Road, Nuruddin, and I'm like, oh. Get me back home. I'm looking for a bit of shade, Nuruddin. You know the shades. I'm trying to find a little bit of spot of shade.
You know the funniest thing. You know what? You know I love hot weather. You know that's part
of course.
DNA, yeah. Hot weather's part of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the maddest thing. This is just polluted, sticky, hot weather, mate.
Exactly.
It's not fresh, though. There's no breeze. You know what I mean? There's no like sea breeze, is it?
Let me tell you the breeze. I got excited by the breeze. I thought, oh, that's breeze. Bloody hell, it's like a hot wave came on my face. I was like, oh my God, mate. But listen, man, we got a Straightjacket podcast 187. As you can see, man, we've got a bit of different graphics here. Big up to Jamal the Black Man on Twitter, man, for sorting me out, man. You know, we thought we'd do a little makeover of the channel, but big up to you, Jamal the Black. If you want to go and get your graphics, make sure you hit the description below. But yeah, it's a nasty type of heat, but we're surviving, man. You know what I mean? We just have to get the fan on and whatnot. And I've got this towel if I need to, just here, man, a little bit of hot towel. I put it in the fridge. So then now I could just, you know, whenever I need to.
Let's bacon, Kev, let's bacon.
But how are you, Nuruddin, man? Everything all right, though?
Yo, man's like me, it's bacon, mate. Bacon. It's like bacon, mate. It's like bacon.
Oh, man, big up to Real Zlatan. We're all dehydrated from the De Jong saga, so you should prepare for these 2 days. Listen, mate, that saga is forever going on. But big up to everybody who's here. Make sure, guys, before we start anything, man, the main thing you should be doing is hitting the like button on the video, man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you. You guys have been slacking on liking the video. The support of the channel is amazing, but just hit the like button so we can even grow more further forward, man. But Nuruddin, I put the title of the video, No More Signings.
No more
a lot of people... Sorry?
No more cigar, but plenty of water.
Exactly. I put the question mark, no more signings, Nuruddin. From just looking at it from here, we've got Ericsson, Malacia, and I think it's what's the other guy called? Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez. From that kind of like looking on from that, Nuruddin, how are you judging the transfer window so far? I'll be honest.
So the options are this, that, or that. So we said it, man. We said it from the beginning. We said this team, he needs 5 starters.
Yep.
5 to accelerate the way he wants to play. Big up Kelly's Romany Lassie, man. I hope you're not bacon wherever you are, mate. Bacon.
Hope you have a good birthday as well, man. He had a birthday as well, so big up to you, man.
Yo, happy birthday, man. Man, like Kelly's Romany Lassie, mate. Big up.
Come on. But yeah, go on.
So we said 5. Some people said 6. I was like, I'll be happy with 5 as long as those 5 are better than what we have now. So 5 to go in the starting lineup who know the way he wants to play. So they're backing him. They've got him 2 players that he wanted. He wanted Ericsson and he wanted Lisandro Martinez, Malacia. So now get De Jong, but we need 1 more. We need 5 for me. I need 5 players that go into that starting lineup.
Yeah, big up tapping Tomes. The thing is, yeah, the 5 starting players right now, I would say there's only 1 that's in starting position, you would argue right now, in terms of Lisandro Martinez. But then again, it just depends on what the manager sees in Litaro. Is he a centre-back, CDM? We don't know yet.
No, it's centre-back. Centre-back.
Okay, centre-back. So you would argue 1. Ericsson, for you...
You know how bad it is? The fan base is so desperate, yeah? Because the club refused to address the biggest elephant in the room, which is the centre midfield. right? With somebody who's got defensive capabilities, right? That we are literally just dashing anybody in there. Lindelof might be able to play there. Now the new centre half we got, maybe he can play there. No, stop this madness. He's bought us a centre half, which is an essential ball playing centre half, which is fundamental to the way Eric Ten Hag wants to play. Facts. He might feel in the midfield now and again.
The thing is, yeah, with me, with the situation right now, we need De Jong. Everybody knows we need De Jong, and that's the situation that
we need some De Jong in here. We need some more De Jong in there. We need some more De Jong in here.
Listen, we need De Jong. My only look.
No, De Jong's gone to Hollywood, mate. He went to Hollywood.
I don't know where he is, mate. He's smiling on photos and whatnot. But I've asked a question. I did a poll. A lot of people right now. I'm still waiting CFC, yeah. But I'm also
CFC. Here we go. Here we go.
It's true. It's true. My thing is, yeah, I'm waiting CFC, but there's a lot of fan base who are getting a bit kind of irate now. As soon as I mentioned De Jong, a lot of fan base are like, move on now, move on. I put a poll up, and all the messages I got nowadays on Instagram were, let's move on, let's move on. And then I put
on FC.
And then I put a Twitter poll.
There we go.
Exactly. Then I put a Twitter poll, and 70% of the vote said we should move on for De Jong. The situation is, right, with this De Jong situation, right? He's owed money, Nuruddin, yeah, which he's waiting for, and he wants to clarify the situation. But Barcelona are emotionally blackmailing him. If there's that kind of feeling there, that De Jong does want to stay, because I feel like you have to listen to both arguments. I get what a lot of people are saying, that he wants his money. I understand that. And until he gets his money, he wants to go. But we have to look at both sides of the argument. If De Jong does want to stay, but then doesn't want his money, have Man United got a plan B? How are we capable of having a plan B? And that's the situation we need to understand. Do we have a plan B? And that's why I said right now, there's two situations now. If we don't get Frankie de Jong, have we got an alternative? If we do sell Cristiano Ronaldo, which the club have come out today, Ten Hag has come out and brought a few quotes out. If he does want to go still, do we have a backup replacement? These are the two questions we've got to ask, because they're the two only signings right now that are looking prominent. The Anthony one apparently has gone dead. So they're the only two signings we get. And if we don't get them two signings, that means surely that the transfer window looks a bit bleak, unless we have other options. And that's the problem. Have this club have other options, or are they set in stone in De Jong and another player that maybe Ten Hag wants? See, I don't know. I'm confused right now. I am waiting CFC, but at the same time, I'm getting a lot of people who are coming up to me and saying, you know what, we don't really have a plan B. It's De Jong or nothing. But is that a way to act? And another question to you, Nuruddin, yeah? Would you wait until the start of the season? If De Jong goes until September the 1st, would you be happy to wait for a month, knowing that McFred could play for a month? I'm putting that question to everybody, because the possibility, if you guys are saying we wait until the end, which is a possibility, do you then wait a month? Because in that month, we play Arsenal, we play Liverpool. Who else do we play?
Brentford.
A lot of the away games are tricky. Yeah?
4 games in it. Brentford, Brighton.
Yeah.
Liverpool. Who else? Arsenal. That's how the first starting 4 games, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, what will be in it. For me, the biggest, most important thing in it, the manager gets the people that he wants. And that's what we need. We need the manager needs the players that he wants. And the players that he wants, to me, I'm happy to wait. I'm happy to wait, because if he gets Frankie de Jong, then we know what he's going to try to execute. He has a style of play, he has a system. But the other question, what you asked, was that the club, well, we're going to have to make that judgment, innit, when it comes to it. We will know if the Frankie de Jong falls through. They've got no plan B. If they haven't got plan B, they need to be shamed and named and shamed, mate. Simple as. Simple as.
Tough games at the start, you know what I mean?
The manager can listen to me. The manager can want whoever player that he want. Player that's vital. But I'm sure they're all intelligent enough. And better than these guys, and O'Boyle and Steve, all these, the recruitment team are all wise enough with the manager to say, listen, if this doesn't come through, these are the options. These are the attributes of the player that has similar attributes to Frankie de Jong. Why can't we find the next Frankie de Jong, Saeed? What happened to that?
I don't think that. I think that that's why Ten Hag has made specific targets, because he knows possibly that this club isn't good enough at maybe go and getting the right level of targets that's needed. That's why Ten Hag has made it specific signings, specific, not just kind of anywhere and everywhere. He's made specific signings, Nuruddin. He hasn't just gone and said, you know what, go and get this player that I'm not really familiar with. He said, go and get, and it could be a risk, you know what I mean, and whatnot. But we have to ultimately trust Ten Hag, Nuruddin. And this is all about trusting Ten Hag. But then again, you've also got to trust the board to make adequate decisions.
Facts. Listen, at the end of the day, it's simple. Manchester United as a football club, it'd be shameful on them if they don't have a plan.
Breaking news.
Go ahead.
We've got breaking news about the De Jong situation. So Ten Hag has spoken now about the De Jong situation. Let us know, people. And guys, over 400 of you already here, man. Let's get at least 200 likes so far, man, people. And make sure we're live on Nuruddin's channel at 6:35, people. So here, we've just got some... Ten Hag has told The Athletic, for those that don't know Athletic, what would you call them? A kind of a journalist speaking, isn't it? Like the one of the higher tier journalists that speak on The Athletic. On Frankie de Jong, we are looking for a player who can play in the holding position, but it has to be the right one. There are not many in that position capable of the level we demand. Okay. So again, what does that tell you, Nuruddin, there? From just judging it on that position there, that just shows you it has to be De Jong, basically.
Yeah, of course. Exactly, that's what he's saying. Exactly. He said that to me, the sentence is there's not many in that position capable of the level we demand. But that don't mean that you can still have. I'm not talking about club having plan C, plan D. We've been there already. Yeah. Third or fourth choices. I'm not about third or fourth choices anymore. I'm about first and second choices, and they have to. They have to.
It's interesting. He says here, we are looking for a player who can play in the holding midfield position. So he's already saying, you know what I mean? Big up to my guy, man. Jamal LeBlanc. Big up to you. Appreciate it, man. But it's interesting that now, for people that don't understand, he is seeing De Jong in that holding position. So all the people that said, you know, can De Jong play in that CDM role? Well, the manager's already said here, he's going to play in that CDM position, that holding midfield position. Obviously, the way it's been played, Nuruddin, depends on the manager. Sometimes you can have a kind of a deep lying playmaker that could almost like cover that role. But if you're looking at that, what he said there, we are looking for a player who can play in the holding midfield position. So
exactly. So to me, that's not even the sentence is there are not many in that position capable of the level. So they're basically saying, get me Frankie.
Get me Frankie, basically, yeah.
Get me Frankie, but Frankie's gone to Hollywood, mate. Frankie's gone to Hollywood. Those of you who get the reference, you get the reference. Those of you who don't know, go and Google that. Frankie gone to Hollywood, mate.
Yeah. It says here, there are not many in that position capable of the level we demand.
Exactly.
You know what? That just shows you what Ten Hag is wanting. You know what I mean? In terms of his philosophy. Now we're seeing a manager, Nuruddin, finally, that is basing his decision on the philosophy, not because he's a commercial signing. It's a little dig on the ownership and the John Murtough one. Of course, that's a little dig there, Nuruddin. When you look at it, goes, when you look at what we're trying to do, it has to be capable of the level we demand and the kind of like, you know, the kind of profile we want as a player. So we're not just kind of buying a midfielder for the sake of it or a name that kind of is popular and at the minute like fans are buzzing over. No, we're going to apply a player that is capable of meeting our demands. And that's why this is so important, Nuruddin, that we go and get this midfielder in. Because if we don't, I'm sorry, man, it's going to be the same old problems for the manager. And you can say coach and all you want, mate. Fred has been the bane of this football club for how long, Nuruddin? The last 3 seasons? It's been the bane. Let's be honest.
They've been, mate. They've been the headache, bro. They've been everything. You know, even though, did you watch the last game against Victoria? Obviously, he tried Scott McTominay as a box-to-box, and I actually thought he did well. I actually thought he did well, staying up there, trying to press the ball, win the ball back.
But it was a game where they sat back, though. I get what you mean, but the level has to be a bit higher because...
No. Listen. I'm saying to you, I don't blame the players personally. Like, I don't have anything against them. It's just the way the football club has put them in certain positions that they have absolute no business playing them in those positions. And that's why they look horrendous. They don't scan. They don't have the intelligence. They just run around like headless chickens, and they're not good on the ball. They can get easily be dispossessed, easily pressed.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. What's he said here now, Ten Hag? He said here, When we can't find him, we have to deal with the players in our squad, and we'll develop one in that position. So, okay, so so basically, if we don't get De Jong, we're going to develop someone into that position. Nuruddin, your thoughts on that one? Before
Developing FC.
Hey,
There we go. Here we
So
go.
we're
Developing
developing now.
FC.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've
Eric
actually got some of
Ten Hag
the
said the
clips here.
first thing, yeah? Eric Ten Hag said the first thing. The Neil was like, cut the interview. If we can't have him, we'll develop the lads. We'll develop one.
Of course. It says here, I will cooperate with with John Murto. Really good communication. It's the same thing I think with Richard Ronaldo. I feel comfortable with it. I think we have a clear idea about strategy. You know what I mean? So far, he's got what he's wanted in certain players. It's just that this last little push right now that we're kind of looking at. But yeah, what did you think of that comment there? The one I put on before?
Yeah, basically Development FC.
Does that kind of like
basically what he's saying is that they're telling him in it like we don't have to be desperate, and that's a shot at Frank. That's a shot at Barcelona, in it. That here is a shot at Barcelona. So he's paying. Well, if we can't find him, Frankie. If we can't find Frankie, you know what I mean. We'll have to develop our own Frankie.
Yeah, it's true though that we have to develop. Right now, though, you know, we don't really have a Frankie De Jong. That's the issue. We don't really have a Frankie De Jong. He's come out here and said here, I will not react on a certain player. We need the right player. We have a list and we qualify the player who has the competencies to play that role. We will strike the moment the player is available. Again, that's to Barcelona. Barcelona have to go and pay that money. You know what I mean? It's the money that is you know. Does that mean as well that maybe De Jong hasn't given the green light for the move, or is it more the case of if the situation becomes available? How have you interpreted that quote there?
So I interpret it, me personally. The biggest way that I interpret this is that, like, Manchester United are sitting pretty. They're waiting, playing a waiting game, letting Barcelona sort out their business with however they're going to pay him, because they have to pay him, right, Frankie De Jong. So whatever the installments they're going to pay him in. Also, because he's got so many years of his contract, and they're the ones that are asking him to leave. It's another bit of compensation, usually a goodwill gesture, right? Yeah. It's a goodwill gesture. Yeah. But my word, Saeed, unless they pull a Houdini, they got those you know Houdini, yeah? Unless they pull a Houdini out of the box, Frankie De Jong has to go. Because he either has to make a massive wage cut, take the installments of his money, and then Kessie's already there. How many midfielders can fit into that midfield? 5. He's going to play 5 across the midfield. No. How many strikers and wingers? Nah, man. At the end of the day, it's simple. They want force Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong is just like saying, if you're going to force me out, pay me my money. And they're saying, we'll do it in installments and do this and do that. At the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Yeah. You know what? To me, there has to be a moment a week before, if they can't get him, or 2 weeks before Saturday, they have to pivot. They have to go, right, that's it. See you later, Frankie. We'll try to get to plan B.
And this is the situation, though. In what he wants, though, and his specific style, can maybe a Ruben Neves give you that? You know what I mean? I
don't like Ruben Neves. You know my views about Ruben Neves. I don't know the guy personally, but as a profile player, I think he's too passive. And I'm sick of having too many passive players in our team, Saeed. You know what I mean? People who just stroll around. I already get that from Fred and McTominay, man.
You know what it is? It's an upgrade.
I know that he's a better passer than him, so don't get it twisted. Yeah. I know he's a better passer than him, but he's not, man. He's not proactive enough for me, man. He's not. Other than these shots from outside the area.
So, you know what it is, yeah, with Ruben Neves.
If we got listen, we've been waiting and waiting, right? Waiting in that position, Saeed, yeah? We've been waiting, dying, right? We're dying in that position to go and find a footballer that can improve us levels. I'm talking about levels above Fred and McTominay. And I'm sorry, but I can't
Yeah,
say I can't.
This is why it's so crucial to go get
if
De
the
Jong.
guy had the attributes, that can really like get us play with intensity, then yeah, I'll be like, whatever it takes, man. Let's get him. Let's get this player. But he don't. To me personally, that's personal opinion. It's a personal preference. Yeah. But if Eric Ten Hag was to move for him and go, actually, then yeah, so be it. But this 100 million.
I don't think it's going to be 100. It'll be about 70.
No, listen to me, Saeed. I don't know what happens in Wolverhampton, in that boardroom. I genuinely don't. I think they think they're smoking cigars, but I think those cigars are laced with crack, man. I'm telling you now, a rat poison anyway. Because how they're coming up with Neves, they're coming up with Neves, like
you know what it is,
and you're like, yo, man, like Haaland, Nunes, and these guys, these guys who get the goals, goal getters, didn't even go for those amount of money, and you want a guy who's not passive. That Matinho looks him so good. Matinho makes my guy.
Come on, man.
10 times better, man. Because Matinho's the guy that dictates the play, Saeed. Let's get it right.
No, I think he does, but I think Neves is the engine.
Listen,
Neves is the engine.
Matinho makes everybody in that team better, bro. And they want 100 million for him. I'm like, yo, forget smoking the crack. Looks like they're eating the crack for breakfast, mate. Lunch and dinner, mate. I'm telling you now. Crack FC Wolves, mate. It's exactly the same thing with West Ham. I'm like, 120 for a bit of fucking basmati. Are you taking
it? Might be good basmati, though. It might be good basmati.
Saeed, trust me. Let the people know where we live in it. We live in the heart, mate. We're from that community, bro. Where basmati go, no problem, We give you all of the different variations, right? How to make a basmati, But I've never heard 120 mil of basmati, mate. I'm telling you. That's what I was saying to you. And it's not even like yo, my guy, listen, my guy is basmati Irish, bro. He ain't even like all part of my Irish crew, mate.
You know what? It might be the basmati from Waitrose.
Mate. Mate. Listen, he ain't even worth that, mate. Are you kidding me? Wolves, I'm telling you, Wolves and West Ham CEOs are smoking. They're not smoking. They're eating the same crack, yo. They forget they're smoking. They put the pipes down, bro. They're just like digging it out, adding it. It's like, hey, you want a shake? Make sure you get some crack on that. Because I need to go out there and let everybody know that both these players are worth over 100 mil. I'm like, on what planet? On what planet?
You know what?
Where?
On what planet?
On Jupiter or Mars? Yeah, Neptune. Where?
You know what? Big up to the Isle of BBC. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Exclusive. Barcelona lawyer testicles in court. Fraud. I don't know. I don't know if I've been baited there, but listen, well done in it, man. But someone's saying here, big up to Jeffy goes, why are we not in for Sangare? Makes no sense.
They don't fancy him, innit? They're not fancy.
No, but he is the holding midfielder, guys. De Jong is that holding midfielder. So how does that make you feel that if De Jong is that holding midfielder, or are you not trying to look past that? Are you just looking at the philosophy of Ten Hag rather
No, listen, in a Ten Hag system, he's going to get the free role. It's not going to be the way we understand to be. In terms of building up possession and getting the ball and hiding the ball, Saeed, and keeping the ball like from being pressed hard and getting out of like sticky situations, Frankie De Jong is going to be that. He's that guy. He is that guy. Like, he is that guy. So it's not a problem. But you will see Frankie De Jong 1 minute, he's picking up the ball from the back 2 or back 4. Next minute, he's at the edge of the area trying to create. So he's got that roaming free role. And it's up to the team when we haven't got the ball, Saeed, everybody to react. See, everybody was trying to blame Maguire and Lindelof. Ten Hag come out and was like, nah, up the pitch, mate. It's up the pitch where you can't let that ball out of that in that tight space, mate. You have to get that ball out here.
Yeah, I got baited, man. Listen,
it's all good, man. Listen,
it's all good.
Listen, you know what? Sometimes we give them what they want in it. We know what was going on there, to be fair.
But you know what it is, man. Listen, like I said to you, man, I don't know if it's the new generation kind of humor. I don't know, man. I don't know if you only have to like read it properly.
It's quite suspect, man. It's quite suspect what these kids are on, honestly. Yo, my guy's dreaming about
the garden, man. Go play football, kids, man.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe one of them lives next door to Wolverhampton Stadium. One of them might live into the new stadium of West Ham. Maybe it's the whole that crack is in the water side. Everybody's drinking that crap, man.
Aye, man, I'm telling you. Liquorman says De Jong plus play in the 6 role in the back 3 system for Holland. So maybe you switch to back 3. We don't know yet, man. That's the beauty of what we're gonna see. I'm excited to know that things that are just gonna happen randomly. I'm excited to just not see the 4-2-3-1 just being used every minute. Maybe a 4-3-3.
He's not even on that formations. He's not on formations. The biggest thing what you need to get from Eric Ten Hag people is that he's gonna overload. He's looking to overload. Yeah, he's looking to overload in attacking positions, and he's also looking to overload in terms of pressing the ball and winning the ball back. That's what you need to concern yourself. Don't concern yourself with whatever the formation. You might have like 3 centre-halves on the pitch. I don't mean that we're playing 3 at the back. Don't get it twisted, people. Do not get it twisted.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's
in terms of tactics. Trust me, Ten Hag just rips the whole thing up, man. It's like nah. It's about overloads from attacking position, build-up position.
We've seen that though with Delo. When Sancho came in across into almost like an inverted forward, inverted kind of winger, he came across. Dalot was on the overlap. We didn't get that from Shaw. Obviously, you know what I mean? He's still working on that one. But Dalot, we've seen that a lot. Obviously, in terms of defensively, I'm still suspect on Dalot. But I think, going forward, I think he's a very, very good right back going forward. Defensively, he's not great. But again, we're starting to see
defensively, the midfield and the forwards have to help. Facts.
Yeah.
Have to help. Yeah. Off the ball last season, people are still stuck on this. Off the ball, we had our defenders left alone.
Yeah, it's true.
Take care of yourselves, lads. No team can play like that. No serious team that wants to win.
Midfield discipline is what we need, man. Midfield discipline.
They can't play like that. They can't play like that. So I'm hoping Gardner trained today, and you know you got big channels on YouTube spreading the myth, bro. Yeah. And like certain journalists, like going in the Premier League side, you can't loan out 2 players to the same club. When have you heard of that? When's the last time you heard 2 players from one club in the Premier League going to another club in the Premier League?
Yeah.
They don't do it. But certain big channels are spreading this myth. Oh, Ghana will have to go. Listen, Ghana was injured. He picked up an injury. It's unlucky for him. He was training as part of the group today, apparently, or yesterday. So let's see. Maybe he'll get a start tomorrow.
You know what, though, Nordin? Let me ask you a question.
Listen, I'm at the doctor's tomorrow, but I won't be able to watch the game, man. I'm gutted.
Oh, man, gutted. But someone...
I might catch the second half.
Samuel, did you write a super chat or... Did I miss oh yeah, I did. Did I miss a super chat? I don't think I did I?
No, you haven't. I don't think you have.
Samuel, put your thing again. I didn't know if I read it or not. My thing is, Nordin, I don't think any player in this midfield has a higher priority than any other. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't think McTominay and Fred, apart from experience, Nordin, are more kind of like might play in the first game rather than, let's say, a Ghana or a kind of I don't know. As in at it, but you just don't know, Nordin. I'm being genuinely serious here. Like, they might play based off experience there, but whoever adapts to the system better, they might be playing, Nordin. I'm being genuinely seriously, and I think that's right. If they can adapt to the system, because in the day, in terms of like, when you have like, in terms of reading, the reading, like in terms of reading a book, you have different years, don't you?
Yeah, different levels.
Yeah, 5 to 7, bro. They're on the same level. You're reading a book on the same level. They're all on the same level in terms of how to play as a midfielder. Okay, Fred does a little bit more in Brazil and whatnot. But in terms of Man United, they're all on the same level. Because at the end of the day, they've not been playing midfield or been coached for last 3-4 years. So at the end of the day, whoever can have
6 years, Saeed. 6 years. 6 years, Saeed. Get it right. Over 6 years.
Over 6 years then. Because McTominay was part of Mourinho's era. And
remember when first time Mourinho played him, and we were all like forward, and he passed the ball back. Mourinho jumped off his seat, started clapping him on the sideline. And I'm like,
yeah. I just want to touch on Ronaldo. I know we'll talk about it on your channel, but the thing is, Nordin. And by the way, there's over 730 of these in the chat. How many likes are we on, people, guys? At least
by the time we finish this, Saeed, if we're not on 400, every one of those is a disgrace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple.
I always say that anyway. If you don't do it, it's a disgrace, isn't it? But the situation as well, why I said in terms of no more signings, 230 people. Let's get them likes up, people. Only 230 likes. Make sure you keep liking the video, people, and make sure you subscribe to Nordin. We're live at 6:35. But Nordin here, in terms of Ten Hag, with why I said no more signings available, or no more signings potentially. Ronaldo's situation is a bit of a dodgy one for me. And the reason I say that is right now, as we know right now, Nuruddin, Ronaldo wants to leave. We're trying to build something. We're trying to build a system. We're trying to build an identity. We don't have time for players who are still thinking about their future and possibly, Nuruddin, could drag on until September. Because right now, time is on Ronaldo's side. Whether he's getting rejected by different clubs, time is on his side. And players and teams could have injuries. They could have a situation where the manager might be sacked and they get a different manager. The problem is right now, what do we do with this Ronaldo situation? Because Ten Hag has said here, Ronaldo is not for sale. I planned with him, and I'm looking forward to working with him. The situation is still the same. I am well informed. He also has an option for the further season. Ronaldo, could he stay beyond this season? Yes, he added. Is Ten Hag speaking on behalf of the club or himself there? Be honest, like
this is called real politics, Saeed. He's speaking on behalf of the club.
Yeah, I said that. Well.
Trying to get their money back, what they pay for Ronaldo. This is what that is. If the player wants to go, I can't imagine Erik ten Hag pleading with the player privately, right? There's privately, and there's what you say in private and what you say in public, right? Privately, it's not about that. Privately, Erik ten Hag's like, yo, it's all good, man. See you later, Ronaldo. But publicly, because you represent Manchester United, and Manchester United want their 20 million back for the money that they bought Ronaldo for, right? 20 or 15 million. That's what it is.
Zamiasa here says, Saeed, we still have another 150 million to spend. Oh my God.
You know what? I think that he's got to say, Massey, let me fan him down.
Yeah.
Let me cool you down, man. I think that you've been on the underground in London today. You know what? Cooking. Forget barbecue. Mate. You're on the barbecue, mate. I want to see what you look like right now. I want to see what all the people in London look like right now. So people, please get the fan out. Everybody get the fan out. Start fanning the laptop, the phone, wherever you got to cool Saeed Miassi down. Saeed, we still have another 150 million pounds to spend. Tielemans, Zinchenko, and 60 million for Sané. Players would join us as we
Pep's disciple in Arteta. Oh my God. The second coming of Pep Guardiola, innit? That's what he is, man. The second coming of Pep Guardiola. Oh my God, Miassi, man. But you know what it is, Nuruddin? We've been linked with Ivan Toney. There's a couple of strikers we've been linked with. Right now, Scamacca, I don't know why United haven't gone for him. You know what it is, yeah? People will say he's staying. Right now, as of right now, Ronaldo still wants to leave. He hasn't said anything about wanting to stay again. Right now, how do you prepare, Nuruddin? United are preparing that Ronaldo changes his mind. Is that the right way to do it? I don't think it's the right way to do it. I think you should be prepared about other options in terms of if he actually does leave, you've only got Martial as striker. And that is scary because for me, you know, people say Scamacca's average. Listen,
average.
Well,
you need to stay away from the same thing that they're eating at West Ham at Wolves. You've not watched him. What have you watched him?
Yeah, exactly. You know what it is here, Norton? There's two clear situations now. You've got the De Jong situation where we're not in control of as of yet, and then the Ronaldo situation we're not in control of. The ones that happened in terms of Eriksen on the free, Malacia, we only had to outbid Lyon, and then the Lisandro Martinez deal we got for, obviously we paid over the odds a little bit, but we got our deal. Let's say that's one we've got in by negotiating and whatnot. This one here, this Ronaldo situation, I'm only looking at it from a point of view of Ronaldo wants to stay and the manager wants him, fair enough. But for me, having an option and having plan Bs, when you're looking at Broha has gone for 30 million to West Ham. That's the level of money that people are spending. You know, he's got 6 goals last season, Broha. I know he's 20. I know he's developing. But if he's going for 30 million...
Oh, Mr. Super Chat, sorry.
Yeah, United have become snobs. Ivan Toney's better than Martial.
I think Ivan Toney. I like Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
I think he's got very interesting attributes. He can be used in a certain way.
I don't want to say is he
Scamacca. Listen, I prefer Scamacca, innit? Right? Well, at the end of the day, it is what it is. To me, if Ten Hag said, I want to go for Ivan Toney, I won't lie, be like, oh, it's terrible. No, I wouldn't. I think there's a ceiling. And we know, Saeed, we're never going to miss a penalty with him.
Yeah, well,
One
but
thing
then
that
again, we got Ericsson, and you know what I mean.
I've seen Ericsson miss penalties, bro. I've never seen Ivan Toney miss a penalty ever.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, my guy runs up to the ball. Looks at them like they're not there, mate. Like that. Looks
I know.
Keepers, you know, like intimidates them.
Gus, the Red Devil says we have enough forwards, lads. Big up Said and Nuruddin. But the problem is though, do we have the right ones? You look, Palestri and Ahmad are still learning. You've got Martial who's kind of come back in. You know, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him. I get that. Can he survive the pressure? Can he rise up to the pressure more? Say Rashford again. He's not had a great 2 seasons and a bit. You know, can he rise to the pressure?
I'm not having that slander. He might not have played well, but
18 months.
No, for the season, this last season, he wasn't good. For 12 months, he wasn't good. But I'm not having a slander, mate. I'm not
on that Rashford trade, aren't you?
I'm not having that slander. I deal with facts, mate. Try 18 months, you know. Try still to make it out like his name.
When was that time he played well then? When was that time he played well? I would say April of 2000.
Before when we finished second, his numbers are there, Saeed.
I mean, he drifted off towards it.
Well, because the guy was carrying injuries. The guy his shoulder,
18 months.
Back, listen to me, but still was putting up numbers. Yeah, he couldn't even put his shoe on. Fact. People don't want to deal with that. Man had 2 operations, you know. 2.
Even if United get De Jong, big up to Alex, can they crack top 4?
Well, that's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very wait and see, FC. But for me, I look at it, right? From last season, if we had 10 more points, 12 more points, we're in there.
But then, yeah, you know what? You're right. You know, when you look at it from that kind of like angle. But then again, the top 4 was comical. Tottenham were dropping points. Arsenal were dropping points. Chelsea were dropping points. There was too many teams that were just kind of messing around. And even then, Nuruddin, we had a chance. So I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're getting top 4 next season. That's right now. If you said to me right now, season started tomorrow or whenever, I don't think we're getting top 4.
So when we get it, it's going to be a pleasant surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there you go. Are you kidding me? Of course, it's gonna be a momentous surprise.
And for me, I'm not asked about top 4. I'm asked about what I'm judging Eric Ten Hag on is different things for me. I'm not judging him on top 4. I'm not, because I don't see that as a trophy. That's Saint Miassi's club turned that into a trophy. But big up Saint Miassi. He says, Nuruddin, do you think England should not play in Qatar because of the many deaths of the workers and the poor conditions? So I asked that question. I'm somebody who believes in human rights, human rights for all, equality for all. I think Qatar need to change the way they treat people as human beings, especially people who are working in the working conditions. But let me say something to you now. Should that mean that England, because they invaded Iraq, should be banned, or the US should be banned from the World Cup? The Qatars have killed people because they work them to death, and their conditions are horrible in that heat. But that if we go around like that, Saeed, then we're going to ban all the majority of countries. We're going to ban them because they've all got their hands dirty, mate. Everyone's got their hands dirty.
Absolutely. Marshall, the system.
I just stay away from being selective, selective outrage, innit? I paint that all across. What I like to happen, Qatar needs to be pressured into treating their workers with decency and humanity. And a lot of it is racism. Because a lot of those people are like Southeast Asian, you know what I mean? Northeast Asian, right? And some of them might be Africans as well. And it's the racism. That's why they're dying. They're not dying. Well, they don't treat their own people like that, but they treat people from other countries like that. And they should be shamed for that. Shame.
Absolutely. You're right. No, you're right, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to everybody who's watching as well. Still over 750 of you here. Guys, make sure we're going to be live this channel. 35 people as well. And make sure people to like the video. Over 600, 700 is here. Hit the like button. Let's get to 400 likes like we said we would do. Let's see. Hopefully you guys keep smashing the likes up on the video. Tony Oscar Marcotte will be goodbyes. Tony, okay. He will fit the 10-hour system. Both of them have a first good touch and their hold-up play is class. Is it okay to have a different bit of variant? We've got maybe a few players that are hold-up play. Martial good at his hold-up play.
Big up Maliha. It's that Maliha. Big up Maliha, man. Yeah, honestly, like that to me is a very intelligent super chat there. Both of them good first up. Bring other players into play. Link the play beautifully. For me, Scamacca is just a life force, man. I just want really badly a team in the Premier League to get Scamacca, man. Because trust me, that guy will ball.
Yeah. And apparently the Anthony deal has gone. Apparently it's not really happening now. This Anthony deal. We need a right winger, Nordin. Be honest, like, is that your?
I saw what Sancho did, and I'm thinking, you know what? When you got a good system, Sancho can play that system. I don't think we need Saeed. I personally, you know who I want? I want 2 midfielders in it. I want 2 midfielders and a right back more than I'm looking for the right winger.
We got Ericsson and Thingy. We got Ericsson. And
I know that, but what I'm talking about a preference of a certain defensive kind of attribute with kind of midfielder who's quality on the ball.
Yeah, it's one of them, man. It's one of them. Big up to who we got here. Who said this? Someone else said something. Yeah, big up to Usman, man. My guy Usman. For the role, Arsenal wanted centre back and left back. Zinchenko better than Martinez, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, Martinez will be quality for centre back, but the real gem is Timber. Unreal for his age. I'm not gonna lie to you and come on here and say I wanted Martinez over Timber. I wanted Timber, but at the same time, It's not a bad option. It's for me that's an aggressive centre back.
What I like about Man United, Saeed, that's why I know Frankie de Jong deal. Frankie's still telling Ten Hag and Man United he wants to come, right? He's telling Man United and because the Timber deal, Saeed, remember we were linked with him, and then all of a sudden my guy said, "Nah, Man United moved on." Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they did. So
Man United moved on.
It's a difficult one, man. It's a difficult one. Someone saying here, put this on your screen. This will be the formation on the ball. Okay, let me get the link here. Let me see if I can get the link up on the screen here. Let me see if I can get this.
I hope you're not sending something dodgy, Zlatan.
Yeah, don't send something dodgy, mate. I'm telling you now, mate. Because if you do, mate, we're
gonna be naming.
We're naming and shaming you, mate. We're naming and shaming you. Right, here it is. Here it is. Let me go put it up on the screen here. Apparently, this is the formation that Man United are trying to build. Let me just go and put it up on the screen right now. I don't know why it's not loading up. Right, here we are. Big up to STS. I think that's is that the one that does all the spaces? I'm sure that's the guy that's on the spaces.
If it is real Zlatan, if that's him.
Yeah.
I think it might be a different Zlatan, I don't know.
No, I'm sure it's that gentleman.
No, it's not. He's just called Zlatan, I think.
So it says here, in the starting phase of the build-up, the team is set out roughly in a 1-2-3-5 formation.
And where's the 5, Saeed? Overloading. What did I say before? Overloading and attacking positions.
Okay, let me just white lines show that in the vertical zones, Ajax use all of these, especially in advanced areas of the pitch, to stretch the opposition back line. Okay. Right. All right. Okay.
Overload.
Yeah. Can you see that, by the way?
Yeah. Clear.
Yeah. Pyramid formation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overloads.
So I'm guessing there. So Sancho's going to be right there where Steven Bergwijn is then. And you have Dalot pushing on forward. You got 2 centre backs here. Or you have maybe Dalot here where the Mazraoui is, and they're in the inverted fullback. Yeah, because you know what it is? I did see that in the game, I see that Malacia do it, and I also seen the other right back. What's his name?
Diego Dalot. Oh, Led. Ian the Led.
It was Led that did it. So that'll be interesting to see if we can apply this. And if you look at the next picture here, it's actually maybe the way they do it. Can you see it there?
Yeah, of course.
So, 100%. You can see Haller right there. You can see the midfielders. Look, they're in the little pockets. Can you see it?
Yeah. So you can see even look. 3 here. Look, overloading. Yeah, and then look here. You can see beyond where that on the other side of there, where the in just near the halfway line, you can see another forward going forward. Then you can got one in that in the right back area, and then the winger farly stretched. This is how you. That's why I always say when you go against team that play 2 backs of 4. You go high and wide, Saeed, high and wide. Because what you do then, you have to then switch the play quickly. to the other side and then overload on that side.
Overload, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This is absolutely perfect. You know what it is with me with this one? The only thing is though, if you are gonna give the ball, see where here now, where Martinez is here. Say he gives that ball right there to the. You see that midfielder that's wanted to receive the ball there. That player there has to be De Jong, and that player has to be comfortable. So if say now Haaland, can you see Haaland there?
Yeah.
And say, I think it's Royce there. If they press that midfielder there, he has to be press resistant. He has to be very, very spatial. Then he has to give the ball to the gentleman on the far right. Can you see the far right?
Yeah. Imagine if Fred and McTominay.
Oh my.
Good night, Vienna, mate.
It's good night, Vienna. This is what I'm trying to say.
You have to be Zidane Iqbal there. Quick turn there, you know what I mean? Little pirouette. Get out of there, mate.
This is what I mean, people. You have to be very, very good at what you do. So when you see Ten Hag, what did Ten Hag say? We have to have people who are specialized in that position that can be able to do what we need to do. If you can't do it, what's the point of what's your use?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There's no use for you, and that's not even being disrespectful. So end of the day, McTominay, even Fred for me, I don't think it's Fred resistant. I remember the game against Brighton. The first half. You remember that first half against Brighton, Nuruddin? At home, when he got absolutely bullied and the crowd were on him like there was no tomorrow. Like that's what's gonna happen if you don't go and sort out. So for me, that area there, and then obviously, what do you call it? All the wingers can be on this side here. So if Martial and Sancho are on this side, or whoever's on that side, they can make sure they overload quickly. But again, Malacio, Luke Shaw has to offer that width there. Can Luke Shaw offer that width? This is a test for him, man. Because if he doesn't, then Malacia hopefully is able to do it. But you know, in terms of the partnership, Nuruddin, who are you wanted to be the partner for Martinez? Because a lot of people are saying Bailly, a lot of people are saying different people. What do you think?
You know, I've got to see, unless Bailly digs his heels in and says, "Nah, I don't want to go." I don't even think that he's going to go.
Yeah.
Apparently now they got rid of Koulibaly. They're looking for a centre half for Napoli.
Would you let Lindelof go?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
You think so? Instead of Maguire? Or
no, I'll let Maguire go first.
Yeah.
Let's not get giddy, Saeed.
Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly.
Listen, if I could get rid of Maguire, mate, I'll cycle him all the way to wherever he needs, mate.
Absolutely.
I'll do the ET, mate. I'll take him to the moon, mate.
Big up to Zim Gunner, man. He says, hi, Saeed and Nuruddin. Blessings to you all.
Yo, big up, man. Brother. Big up, Sim Gunner, mate. Love, brother.
Big up, man. Get to watch Arsenal for the first time this week in Orlando. Big up, man. Always look forward to the show. Yo, man, big up to anybody that's watching from around the world, man. And make sure you go enjoy it, man, in Orlando, man. It's good. You know what I mean? You know what, man? I always think to myself, man, you have to say to yourself how blessed you are to see Man United week in, week out, you know what I mean, where people don't get the opportunity to go watch their team. And by the way, that gives me that good pleasure of saying, people get involved in the competition, people. You know, it's a good time to kind of say, because it finishes on tonight at 8 p.m. Nuruddin. I'm giving away a free ticket for the game against Leeds, Nuruddin. What a game for that! Someone to see their game, if they are going to see their game. Yep. So all you got to do, people, make sure you get involved, man. I got a free ticket for the game against Leeds United on the 18th. All you got to do is just make sure you go follow my Instagram account. Make sure you like the post, and then I'm going to pick a winner at 8 p.m. So make sure to get involved, man. You can travel all around the world knowing that you got yourself a ticket, man. So, you know what I mean? Big up to you if you want to go and get involved in that one. It finishes at 8 p.m. So make sure you go and get involved, man. Leeds United, man. It's going to be a fierce one. And make sure, don't walk around in town when that game happens. Make sure you go and make sure don't, because last time, mate, you know what, Nuruddin, remember when they came last time, mate?
Being up bystanders, enough people that know to do with football. That's link transfer, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely disturbing, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny about that, these lot, honestly.
Apparently.
Trust me, Saeed, Manchester City Centre are not going to make the same mistake as they did last time. The whole town is ready for them. Trust me. They're gonna
we had Part Life on. We had so many things on that day, man. It was crazy, man. It was
They're going to get cooked, mate. They're going to get cooked, Saeed. Trust me.
You think so? They do. You know what? They got good signings, you know, Leeds United. You know, have you seen what they've been getting?
No, I'm talking about if they try what they tried last season, they're gonna
Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say, Nuruddin, I don't know if you heard Man United are after Jonathan Klaus, the right back from, I think it's Lorient. Have you heard about him?
Yeah, I've heard about
30 years old. He's just turned 30, by the way. He's not someone that's 30 going 31. But apparently United are going after Jonathan Klaus. What's everyone thinking? Do we need another right back, Nuruddin? Are you happy with Wan-Bissaka being
I don't want Dumfries.
Lons. I
don't want Dumfries. The guy that I wanted is gone to Spurs, innit? Jed Spence,
yeah. Jed Spence, but yeah, Jonathan Klaus in advanced talks with Man United. What's everyone thinking with that one, people? Are you kind of happy with that, if possible? Obviously, I don't know how kind of certified this journalist is, but we can only assume, you know what I mean, he's credible. But listen,
Pedro Almeida,
if he is a credible, apparently it's not been.
I've never heard of him.
Well, listen, he might be an ITK.
Listen, all I know is that Pedro Almeida's got a decent barber, mate. Shaped his little chinny beard up, mate. That's all I know. I don't know about it. I don't know. I know that he's got a decent barber, but that's all I know. But big up Shavam for Shavam. Gosh,
Shavam, yeah. It's a big up to Shavam. This concept of elite manager getting the best out of current crop of players is a myth. Otherwise, Conte would have signed eight players. You know what? Yeah, Nuruddin, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's a myth, but what I want to say is, people don't expect miracles from this manager. Honestly, people, because
they're expecting miracles, you know.
My thing is, I don't know if I can be more disappointed than last season. I don't think I can go for the level of trauma that I did last season in terms of witnessing what I witnessed. I am very, very much patient.
Those watch-alongs are legendary, mate. The clip,
I know.
You've been clipped all over the shop, mate.
Getting clipped, you know what I mean? I think for me, I just want to know if there's going to be better football. And you know what? Yeah, people are going to say to me, look how Man United have fallen. But I'm telling you now, good football then turns into confidence. Then it turns into mentality. Then it turns into consistency. And then consistency turns into trophies. It's got to be a building block.
Massively.
Educate
them.
Sorry?
Educate them, bro. Educate them.
I'll be honest with you, man. Right now, for people to say that we're going to be winning trophies and we're gonna climb up the top four, I'll be honest with you, it has to be a step by step because these guys are going online. I don't know if you hear Ilanga and Shaw saying we look more fitter or whatnot. Yeah, because the manager's actually telling you to do something. Last season, you didn't want to listen on the Ralph Rangnick.
Ralph Rangnick, mate.
If you listened on the Ralph Rangnick, maybe you would have achieved more.
But they all chucked it in. They chucked it in and started calling him Specky and all that.
What did they call him? Ted Lasso or something like that?
They called him Specky, innit? Specky.
You know, I think for me, you know, they didn't want to listen on the Ralph Rangnick because I feel like for me, they thought they were bigger than Ralph Rangnick. Let's not kid ourselves, innit? They thought, who is this guy here, this substitute teacher? Who is this guy trying to come in and lay down the law on us, you know, when we've been grafted out for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and we proved that we could actually do it. No, it was a false position. So you guys have got to realize that. And now, for them to kind of come back and now say, we look more fitter and now the manager looks like he's got a bit of more philosophy. Come on, man. These players are... One thing I tell you, Nuruddin, are these players bluffers, yes or no?
They are, mate. Saeed, how long ago did I coin the phrase Bottle Job FC?
Bottle Job
FC. Here we go.
One thing Nuruddin, one thing I've made sure this season I'm not going to do, or I'm going to do is, the phrase I'm looking for is, you're not surprised, man. So don't be surprised, United fan. If you keep seeing the same tendencies coming back again, don't be surprised. Don't be like shocked because these players are capable of doing it. As soon as the head drops, it's almost as if they don't want to know anymore. Yeah, exactly. The players are snakes. Let's not kid ourselves. They are. They're through.
I can already predict that we're going to get a hell of a counter-attack goals against us. Sometimes we're going to have 5 against 2 on the back, bro.
bro.
The fan base ain't ready for this side. Not ready.
Because it was, you know, when the game happened, we did get sucker punched, but that was because of the lack of midfield. It was a lack of midfield.
Nah, it's also about what Elanga were doing. They didn't press that area quick enough. Stop the ball at source. They made 3 mistakes before the ball got into midfield side.
Yeah. Big up to Contra. Goes, United, not a club with a brand. We need our club black. Yeah, man. Listen, we need our club back, man. Everybody wants the club back. Yeah. Quickly, before we wrap up, let's do the team for tomorrow quickly before we wrap up, Nordin. Let's be a quick one because we
can you let me know? Big up, man. Georgie B, please let us know how many likes there is on the video, please.
Yeah, let us know, people, before we wrap
up. Big up, Georgie B, by the way, my brother, my Don. Big up, man. I hope love to you and your family, King. I hope you keeping cool, calm, collected in this baking weather. It's baking.
Rio, man. As Rio said this, man. Listen, man, Rio, man. You need to just chill out, man. Just chill out about putting out propaganda out there, but let's just see him first of all, innit? Yeah, man, people. 7 more likes.
400. We need 400 likes in here. We need 400 likes in here. We need 400 likes in there.
I'm not bothered, you know. Let's just put the team we want to put because I don't want to see McTominay friend, man. So we're gonna.
I'll put tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna play 2 in midfield tomorrow if it was up to me. I'll give Siad Iqbal. I'll put him on the bench and get him the next 45 minutes. But the first 45 minutes, you know what I want to see? I want to see instead of Fred and McTominay, I want to see Savage and
Donny.
No, and Ghana.
I think I want to see Donny in the first team, man. Because a lot of people are taking
facts, innit? Facts.
I'm going to say...
over 400 likes, man. Congratulations to you all.
Big up, man.
You know what? We have to big you up, innit? We said we're gonna be disturbed. You're all clowns if you didn't, but big up to every one of you in the comments and what people who are watching. Please, let's see if we can get to 450 before we finish. And let's pick the team with us. Come on.
Right then. What do you reckon that back four? Are you happy with that back four?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you put in midfield? I'm thinking Fred and Donny. Can you do that, or is that not a balance enough?
You can do that.
Yeah. Because I want to see Fred and Donny work in that midfield and see if it can actually work, man. I think Donny looks a bit lost without the first team. Let's see what Bruno could do here. I think the front three is working right now with Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right.
Yeah.
I think Sancho plays better with Dalot on the right, man. I'll be
honest with you. Bruno back, so it's like 4-3-3 because it's not really Bruno at times was deeper than the Scott McTominay and Fred.
Yeah. But I think what do you call it? Yeah, too many people are liking him off. Yeah, absolutely. Too many people are liking him. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the team I would put tomorrow playing Crystal Palace. They haven't got really their first team available because
a lot of people in it were not vaccinated in it. They stayed at home, didn't they?
Yeah. So listen, it is what it is. But hopefully it'll be another test tomorrow. I'll be doing the watch along, people. So make sure you're there, man. Early rise, man. 10:45. Nuridi, you're not about, so hopefully good luck with your appointment and whatnot. But yeah, come and join me. I'll be live around about 10:30ish for the watch along. So make sure you guys are coming. I know it's going to be like 2-3 a.m. in the morning in America or whatever, or around the world. But listen, if you could come join me, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, man. People, man. It's only the best watch along, man. Best watch along channel on YouTube, mate. Saeed TV, people get to know. Listen, absolutely. You know what? 6:30, I'm gonna go and get a fan from upstairs because I'm cooking. I'm baking. I'm baking.
I'm gonna go wet this.
Shout out, I'm baking in here. I'm baking. Listen, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna get into Ten Hag, what he said about Lazaro Martinez, and what he said about Eriksen. We're gonna get into Ronaldo problem and see our club snubbing Ronaldo. What's going on? But anyway, people, join us at United Real Therapy in 3 minutes. I'm gonna bring the fan down. Big up.
Big up, people. Love, man. We're going to wrap it up, people. Make sure you like the video. And make sure you get in the competition. It ends at 8 p.m. You could win a ticket to watch the Leeds at home. Ten Hag.
Sitting next to Saeed. Listen, sitting next to Saeed. Being part of the match vlog.
Yeah, there you go, people. Make sure you get involved, man. And then you can see also McTominay and Fred live, man. How good is that, doing? McTominay and Fred live. Listen, people, we're out. Take